Hey everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of RSCOE, SP&IR Self. Myself Nirupama Rajeevan, and we are back with another episode of Crack IT, all about campus placements. And today we have among us a very sweet, vibrant person. Let's welcome our today's guest, Ms. Sharvari Sattigeri, who is a final year student from Information Technology branch. Hi Sharvari, hope you're doing well. First of all, happiest congratulations to you for your selection at Xoriant.
Thank you, firstly, and thank you for that warm welcome and the sweet introduction. I am doing good. How are you? How's lockdown treating you?
Yeah, it's good. We are all locked at home now, but that's okay.
So this is the new normal, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
So apart from whatever I have said, would you like to add something to your introduction?
I would like to add on is I do make poems, and one of my poem is published in our college magazine. Once everything gets normalized and when we are very back to our college, we'll have one-to-one sessions for that as well.
Okay, that's great. And then I'm assuming that you must be a great storyteller.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Sharvari, since you are in the IT branch, so you had already decided during the admissions that you wanted IT, or like how was it?
Okay, so I always believed in my gut, and also at the same time, whatever is going to happen, I'm just going to go with the flow. So what happened is I didn't thought of becoming an engineer, to be very honest, because I had also heard and also experienced it that engineering is not a cup of tea. So I just went on and I just thought that everybody is saying that it's very difficult and you have very terrible subjects to clear and everything. So I thought that let's give it a try. No, see, until and unless try nahi karungi to fir samjhega nahi. So I decided to just give it a try kya ho gaya completely by the God's grace, also with my efforts. Though I was a complete computer kida since my school days, so I thought let's get into this computer section. And later on, after entering into IT branch, I recognized that whatever my sir told was a very true thing, that it's true that engineering is not a cup of tea. पास तो सब होते हैं, डिग्री तो सब लेके जाते हैं, but the that one thing which hits you is how you study or what sort of fundamentals you take away with you is what it matters.
Okay, so now we are all here doing engineering, and you are already placed at such a good company, so it all paid well, right?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah. So, okay, Sharvari, what are the technical and non-technical skills that you have developed during these years?
So in the second year, I think the main story starts is brushing up your technical skills and non-technical skills comes in your second year part, I believe. So because from there only you understand where you are concerned. Because in the first year you feel seniors बोल रहे हैं जावा करो, पाइथन करो, C++ करो, पर मुझे तो किसमें इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है. You know, at that second year and the mid of second year, you start realizing the things that nahi, C++ bhi kar sakti hu main, also Python, it's not that difficult. So I think grooming up or brushing up your skills in your second year and third year is more important. So I started brushing up my technical skills in the second year and mid of second year, like communication, working on myself, developing myself, not only physically, but mentally, is that I did in first year.
Okay, now talking about the placement at Xoriant, would you like to tell the audience about how you applied for Xoriant and what are the roles that they are offering?
Okay, there were two roles, Nebula and Supernova, if I'm not wrong. There were two roles, and the first, wherein the my role was Nebula, which is a software engineer. Xoriant being a very technical company, it was very necessary for me to brush my technical skills a lot, and this pandemic did help me for brushing my technical skills and cracking Xoriant.
So how did you prepare for the placements, and like when did you actually start preparing? In which year you started preparing?
Okay, so I believe that placement ka jo season ka that vibe is there, no, that our SPIR cell completely motivates us, trains us, and mentally makes us prepare that okay, within 2 months you are going to have placement season, and start preparing so that everything goes smoothly. So from third year itself I started preparing for the placements. The Like in the start of third year, no, we had Zansarka training, which was like for 3 to 4 months. So that training helped me and explained me myself where I was standing. So in the start of third year, when we were told that from the next month or the like from the couple of months we'll be starting our placement season, I firstly it was 1 week where I was mentally preparing for myself that I'm going to face rejections as well. I'm going to face lot many things. uh, for the mental preparation, the physical prep included obviously your aptitude stuff, your mathematics. I believe instead of buying those heavy 300 400 rupees ke maths books, there is a stuff which is available on Google, and you can completely make use of that. There are many YouTube videos you can refer. So I used to make use of that, I think, and consistently solving every day was the main thing for me. Initially in the third year, as I told, technical skills, so we started brushing up in the second year itself. Again, I took the help of my seniors, again talking to them, always irritating them about what should I do, or will I take this, what should I do, blah blah blah. So I think later on I realized that working on one language is sufficient. So I started figuring out that I'm comfortable with Python. So I started deep diving into the Python thing. So dividing the time into three instances. First would be your for aptitude part, next would be coding, and third would be about your communication. And the communication was like I was sure about my communication skills. Where I wanted to brush myself was for aptitude part. So I used to focus more on aptitude. So I think for everybody has different way of preparation. Yours would be different the next year. I think it's a great contribution of SPIR cell. They really motivated, constant motivation, constant support, constant guidance from SPIR cell also made us who we are today.
Right, absolutely. And actually, I really think that whatever you have said, we can all completely agree on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, how many rounds were there in the interview process at Xoriant?
Yeah. So we had only 2 rounds. The first round कैसा होता ऐसा था कि in the first round it was common like aptitude, your logical, and your coding part. In your first of your aptitude section, those basic things, LCM, HCF, um, that is the standard pattern for every company. Reasoning, your grammatical section and everything, and the last part would be coding section. In the coding section, in Xoriant, we were not supposed to write the entire program. We just had to write the logic. Secondly, the second round was technical round. What the Xoriant does is that in the technical round itself, they are going to conduct your HR and TR, like HR and MR. Okay, so the technical round for my case, my technical round went almost for I guess 45 minutes. So in that 45 minutes, 30 minutes were almost 30 to 35 minutes were complete technical stuff. Next was your HR questions, basic HR questions, and these were only the 2 rounds which were there in my case, and then you get the offer letter if you're selected.
Okay. So, do you have any tips or suggestions that one must remember before appearing for an interview?
Yeah, the one thing which I would say is that believe in yourself is what I can say. In a group, if two or more of our friends get placed early, we feel that the companies are not going to come now, and you start self-doubting, and that is a very wrong thing which I believe. Rejections आते रहेंगे, rejections जाते भी रहेंगे, but I just wanted to say that don't let rejections make you fall down, or don't let them demoralize you so much that 2 to 3 months you don't do anything and ruin your complete day. I think that is wrong. If your XYZ company में आपका नहीं भी होता है, just think that where were you wrong. Being consistent, not to compare with anyone, having patience is what I can tell to all the students who are in the interview.
Like, how did you build your resume? Any tips or suggestions that you think one must remember while preparing the resume?
Yeah, so I believe resume shouldn't be fake. Firstly, whatever you are should be presented in your resume. Just stick to this thing that if whatever you know, that only you have to upload it in your resume. Nothing fake, nothing wrong, nothing like anything. अगर आपने कुछ नहीं किया, internship नहीं की, मत डालो. C++ नहीं आता है, मत करो. उसने जावा डाला इसलिए मैं भी डालूंगी, नहीं, मुझे नहीं आता, that's okay. So if so ever the interviewer is going to ask you the question, and if you're not able to do that, then it's going to affect your future offer also.
And also, I think that we should design our resume according to the company and their requirements. And also, like you said, we should be confident enough to be answerable to whatever is written in the resume, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, what were your go-to platforms when it comes to placements and interview preparation?
So, as I said, that seniors was the one more resource for everything. So for the technical part, for Python, Java and stuff, I used to always refer the Google. Also, the YouTube videos helped us for how presentable you should be while giving the answers. Nextly, for tips and tricks, also Borde sir helps us in thoroughly with our complete journey for placements. So I believe reaching out to seniors and taking help from them to ask whether if I'm correct or if I'm wrong is the first basic step I did. So I think reach out, talk to them, and also Google is something which tells us everything and anything at any time. So also a to-do thing would be Google only.
Right. So I guess we can completely rely on seniors like you, and I believe you would always help us. Right. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. So, Sharvari, would you like to tell us what projects you mentioned in your resume and what kind of questions were asked regarding your project?
Yeah. So in third year of my degree, we did a project in database management system, which was a society management system. And the basic questions regarding the DBMS subject and overall about the society management system were asked to me. So the questions which was revolving were around my project, around my title of my project was society management system. So why this title, why this topic? Then there were certain points which included normalization, keys. These are some of the points which are common and the basic points that every student must know when like the project is on society management system or DBMS specifically.
Right. So we can expect basic questions regarding the project. and
Yeah.
we should be thorough with the project. Whatever we have done, we should know everything. Like
Correct. Correct.
whatever is asked, we should be answerable to that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
True.
right. So, have you completed any certification courses? Do you think it is necessary that one must do courses? And if yes, how much value does it add to the resume?
During lockdown, no, we had ample of time, and we used to do any random courses. At some certain point, after like 2 to 3 months, I used to forget what I did. So what I decided is that I am like jack of all traders but master of none. That was happening in my case. So I did only one certification, and I was completely thorough about it. And I just dropped that certificate in my resume. And the interviewer asked me about that. And I was confident enough, and I could crack that questions. Why? Because I was very confident about that course. Why? Because I completed it not just for the sake of certification, but for the learning. So I think exactly certifications matter. It's not that it doesn't matter, it matters only if you are able to answer any of the questions regarding that part.
So, Sharvari, did you do any internships, technical or non-technical?
Yes, I did internship in Web Minot as a junior web developer, wherein my role was to develop a website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Since it was an unpaid internship, a lot more things were taught to us. Since it was an unpaid internship, more realization was there ki, uh, to work hard and to work in a team, etc. So that was an 1 month kind internship, and it was fun.
Right. Okay. So, how does doing internship help someone from a placement point of view?
Okay, so I believe I think everybody would have different experience, but what I felt was that doing internship helped me as a person in developing my technical as well as non-technical part, because every day we used to had we used to have a call at night about what I did uh, for completing that complete web page and stuff. So the one thing which I learned was my technical skills like improved for HTML part, CSS part, and my JavaScript part. Non-technical, I was much familiar how to present myself in a professional way. And I believe internships help you indeed for such kind of things. These are the building blocks to how to showcase yourself in front of your manager, in front of your colleagues, how to talk to, how to greet, those basic ethics, which helps you in your placement point of view.
Okay. So, Sharvari, do you think the pandemic has more or less affected placements in into IT companies or in general as well?
I think pandemic only taught me is that to be always positive no matter what, but your test should be negative though, but you must always be positive. The perception towards looking at the things should be always positive. uh, there's always an internal hope coming from you, always and always, and it'll come till the end. And that hope should be always real and active, and that voice inside you should always keep screaming for whatever you want to achieve, is what I learned in pandemic. And pandemic indeed has created much and much more effect on our minds and on our lives as well. But coming to the IT part, IT companies have already helped tons of people, lakhs of people, by helping everyone by working from home. And I think, why to speak negative about pandemic? Because I believe though it has negative sides, and though thousands and millions of people have died due to this COVID-19, but I believe there's still a hope, and not to worry, we shall overcome very
Right.
soon.
Right. So as you said, it's good and bad as well, and we should always keep in mind that this too shall pass. So whatever
Yeah,
it is, it's a good times or bad times, it doesn't matter, right? We should
exactly. And
live.
yeah.
So, do you participate in any co-curricular or extracurricular activities?
Mhm. So, extracurricular activities, I am an active member of Robin Hood Army organization, where it works on the social so like donations to old age houses, to help street people, street dogs. So I was there in the Robin Hood Army. As I said, I love making poems. I also write articles, I write documentations. So writing has been always there. Reading is also there. So extracurricular includes stuff like this. These,
Okay, so
yeah.
it's a really good that and engaging ourselves and being a part of NGOs like these. It's really a social thing, and we should always, encourage others also to be part of NGOs like these.
Correct,
Right?
correct, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Sharvari, how was your college life? And let our audience know about your journey at RSCOE.
Okay, so this is a favorite topic which I would talk on. Basically, we though didn't enjoy our college life. We were only about 1.5 year in college. The rest part was an online. Everything was online. But since it was a new normal, we initially it felt very difficult to us to enjoy or to even get used to with Zoom or Teams or Meets. But slowly we started adapting towards this environment also. So initially just there was one of my friend who was there in RSCOE, and she just told me that you just come to my college and let's and just see. Then I looked at the college, I saw the departments, I saw the complete college, and I was madly in love with college. Then the list was there. Yeah, so the first list में ही मेरा लग गया नाम, and I was like sorted. So the first year was completely like, go do whatever you want to do, but everything should be in the limit. And there's always one person who is there to just tear your ear and say go study. So there's always such feeling in RSCOE, because RSCOE always keeps us grounded, always. But pandemic didn't let us enjoy the 3 years. But anyways, this new normal is there, and I hope this wouldn't continue much, and we shall overcome. And I believe we will be back to our days, and surely everything goes normal. But RSCOE will be always in the first place, because starting from the admissions to placement in a company like Xoriant, uh, it was a roller coaster ride for me. So indeed, thanks to RSCOE as well.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, Sharvari, any mistakes that you made in your college or something that you think if you had known earlier, it would be better, something, anything like that?
Yeah, so I believe mistakes, though I have made, like each and every one of us make the mistakes, and I have also learned from the mistakes, and I have also evolved as a person. But I believe when you remember your mistakes, you have that regret in your mind that मैंने ये mistake किया है, now I'll be an alert dog that I'm not going to make the mistake again. So the mistakes, I learn from that mistake and I get over it. The one mistake which I made is that I didn't enjoy my first year, to be very honest. Is that wouldn't be calculated as a mistake, but the rest of the thing is really enjoyed.
So, what message would you like to give to our budding engineers?
Okay, so I believe to all the just the juniors out there, uh, don't lose hopes, never give up. Don't do mistakes. I won't say that. Do mistakes, learn from it, but don't keep any regrets. Like, I may have done many mistakes, but I don't remember now. Why? Because I did the mistake, I realized it, I went through that, and now I don't have any regret about my mistakes. Just don't dwell in the past so much. Don't compare yourself with others. Always believe in yourself. Reach out to your seniors, reach out to the people who would help you to get into something. Talk to someone, and stay safe in this time. And the one thing would be, believe in yourself, and whatever you do, be consistent in whatsoever you're going to do. It's not like, and don't be confused, and don't listen to what 1,000 people are going to say, because if you ask 1,000 people 1,000 questions, you'll get different answers from different people. And be passionate. Data is everywhere, and make use of the data, make use of Google, make healthy use of Google. um, Take the help from seniors, talk to your teachers, and indeed, if you guys need any of the help, RSCOE, our college our college is the firstly our college is a complete great, it's like a great family. So take help from your professors, HODs, talk to people, and don't just take that engineering certificate with you. Learn something from that is the most valuable thing. Be true to yourself, be true to your words, and that's all the best.
Well, that was really inspiring. And lastly, I would like to say thanks a lot for coming over and sparing your time. I really hope this video is helpful for all those who are watching. And yeah, thank you so much, Sharvari. It was great talking to you. And we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nirupama, and thank you, digital team. Thank you, SPIR cell, for giving me this opportunity to present myself and to share my experience. I hope this video helps to as many people as it can. And once again, thank you, Nirupama and team. Looking forward for meeting you all in person. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Take
You
care.
too.
Stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so